In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 1st, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago White Sox versus Oakland Athletics. On Saturday afternoon, 2 teams that have disappointed their fan bases will meet for the second time this weekend. The Chicago White Sox will battle the Oakland Athletics for the second time following a Friday night fight. This is the first series between these clubs since 2022. Chicago is 13-3 in their last 16 Game 2s of a series and 5-2 in their last 7 Saturday games. The under is 5-2-1 in Chicago's last 8 Saturday games. Oakland is 17-35 in their last 52 Saturday games and 0-4 in their last 4 Game 2s of a series. The over is 5-1 in Oakland's last 7 games. Chicago is 5-2 in these 2 teams' last 7 head-to-head meetings. Dylan Cease has been rolling lately, and when he's on, he has the potential to be one of the best starting pitchers in the American League. Cease posted a minuscule 2.2 earned run average during the month of June, and now he has to be licking his chops to face an Oakland team that ranks dead last in the major leagues in runs per game, batting average, and ops. Not to mention the Athletics were the recent victims of the 24th perfect game in MLB history just a few days ago. While the White Sox haven't exactly lit the world on fire offensively this season, they are at least finally healthy and should have a productive middle of the order moving forward. Luis Robert Jr. has been tremendous over the past month in the number 3 spot of Chicago's batting order, and this White Sox club should be able to do enough to take care of business here in this one. So the Chicago White Sox to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Athletics aren't scoring much recently, scoring a total of just 3 runs over their last 3 games. That includes being on the wrong end of Domingo German's perfect game on Wednesday night. Chicago's offense really hasn't been much better this season, and the under has hit in 4 of the last 6 games for the White Sox. The under is also 6-2-1 in the last 9 games started by Cease. Chicago's opponents are only averaging 3 runs per game in those 9 games, with both teams ranking in the bottom third of the MLB in runs per game, batting average, and ops. I'm expecting a quick, low-scoring contest on Saturday. I feel like this is a 5-3 type of game. San Francisco Giants versus New York Mets. The San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets are squaring off in the middle game of a 3-game series on Saturday afternoon inside of Citi Field. The Giants are 3rd in the National League West with a 45-36 record so far, and are sending righty Anthony DeSclafani to the mound and coming off a loss against the Arizona Diamondbacks, where he allowed 2 runs on 5 hits with 0 walks and 3 strikeouts over 6 innings. The Mets are 4th in the National League East with a 36-45 record and are having veteran right-hander Justin Verlander start here, and is coming off a no decision against the Milwaukee Brewers as he threw 6 innings and gave up no runs on 5 hits with 1 hit by pitch, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The Giants are 5-1 in the last 6 versus the National League East and 16-5 in their last 21 overall. San Francisco is 27-11 in their last 38 on grass. Meanwhile, the Mets are 11-28 in their last 39 versus a team with a winning record, and 1-4 in their last 5 versus the National League West. The under is 8-2 in New York's last 10 Friday games. The San Francisco Giants are facing off against the New York Mets in Game 2 of their series on Friday night. Pitching for the Giants will be Anthony DeSclafani, who has a 4-7 record with a 4.28 earned run average and 1.2 WHIP. DeSclafani's percentiles have not been too impressive, as he ranks in the lower end for the following categories: expected batting average, strikeout rate, expected slugging average, and hard hit percent. With an expected earned run average of 4.54, the Mets should be given some potential opportunities to provide some run support. Coming to the mound for the Mets will be Justin Verlander. So far this season, Verlander has somewhat similar numbers to DeSclafani, sporting a 2-4 record, 4.11 earned run average and 1.23 WHIP. The only difference here is that Verlander is in better company regarding his percentiles and expected earned run average. He ranks in the 52nd percentile for expected batting average, 53rd percentile for expected slugging average, 78th percentile for walk rate, and has an expected earned run average of 3.72. Verlander's numbers have been hurt by 4 bad starts this year against very talented teams, but has let up a combined 7 earned runs through his other 6 starts. I'll side with the better pitcher and take the Mets money line in front of their home fans for this one. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. The over is 6 to 1 to 2 in the last 9 meetings between these teams. It's 7 to 3 in the Giants' last 10 road games versus the team with a losing record, and 7 to 3 in their last 10 with the total set at 7 to 8.5. The over is my bet on the total at 8.5 runs scored in tomorrow night's Giants-Mets game. San Francisco is capable of hitting Verlander and will prove it tomorrow night. They have solid splits versus right-handed pitchers and average 5.4 runs on the road. After scoring only 5 runs in 3 games against the Blue Jays, I predict they'll get back to their high-scoring ways against the Mets. New York is capable of offensive production, even if it hasn't shown it consistently. It's 9th in long balls and 10th in stolen bases, the sort of balance most clubs are envious of. Its star players will be looking to end the first half of the season on a high note as well. There's no denying the Metropolitans have underachieved, and if they have any fire, they'll compete on Saturday at home. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Marlins versus Atlanta Braves. The Miami Marlins face the Atlanta Braves with both teams coming off remarkable months to leap to the top of the National League standings. The Marlins have a 48-34 record, and with a 19-7 record in June, they leaped into second place in the National League East Division. The Braves have a 53-27 record, and with a 20-4 record in the past month, they jumped to the top spot in the National League standings. For the upcoming game, the Marlins will turn to Yuri Perez as their starting pitcher, who hasn't allowed a run in his last 3 starts, while the Braves will turn to Charlie Morton, who allowed 6 runs in his last 2 starts to start the game. Miami is 6-0 in their last 6 Saturday games and 7-1 in their last 8 road games. The under is 18-5-3 in Miami's last 26 Saturday games. Atlanta is 39-19 in their last 58 Saturday games and 44-14 in their last 58 game 2s of a series. The over is 7-3 in Atlanta's last 10 Saturday games. The over is 6-0 in these 2 teams' last 6 head-to-head meetings in Atlanta. This is a very good matchup, with Yuri Perez taking on one of the best offenses in the league. Perez has been excellent in his first MLB season. On the season, he has a record of 5-1 with a 1.34 earned run average, 0.98 WHIP, and a 54-15 Kelvin BB ratio. Opposing batters are hitting .182 off of Perez. He has allowed 0 earned runs in 3 straight starts and 5 of the last 6 starts. Perez has not allowed more than 1 earned run in 6 straight starts. He has a 14% swinging strike rate, and he has punched out 9 batters in 2 straight starts. Charlie Morton has been worse at home this season than on the road. Morton has a 3.06 earned run average and 1.47 WHIP in 8 road starts, but a 4.74 earned run average and 1.5 WHIP in 7 home starts. In 188 plate appearances versus Morton, Miami batters have a .281 batting average. The Marlins have a big edge in pitching in this contest, and Miami will win this matchup. So the Miami Marlins money line is our full game side pick. The Braves have one of the baseball's best lineups, but with the Marlins turning to Perez, this game looks to be a low-scoring one from the first pitch. The Braves should limit a Marlins lineup that averages only 4.07 runs per game, with Charlie Morton pitching multiple strong innings. The Marlins should eliminate and potentially shut out the Braves, with Yuri Perez building off of 3 scoreless starts and pitching multiple scoreless innings with minimal contact and a surplus of strikeouts. This will be a low-scoring game with both starting pitchers stepping up. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.